Earlier this year, GSA launched Prism, our new online platform where the certification process will be managed. Currently, Prism is being used just for SPS 6.0 certifications, but we will begin migrating other standards into Prism throughout the remainder of the year and into 2026. While not only a platform for the certification process, Prism combines audit and traceability data for a single source of assurance and monitoring capabilities. The other benefit of Prism is that it is available to not just producers, but also endorsers. Now that we have kind of talked about the background of Prism, we will do a demonstration of how to access the platform, how to sign up, and how to submit an application. To access Prism, you will need to go to bapcertification.org and click on Certification Prism in the top banner. Once you have clicked on here, you will scroll down until you see the option to either enter portal or enter Prism. We will want to click on Enter Prism. Once we have done that, we'll be prompted to either sign in or sign up. For this webinar, I'm going to click on Sign Up. The first step, you will need to enter in your email, and you will click Send Verification Code. You will then receive an email with the 6-digit verification code. Please note that this can take up to 10 minutes to receive, so we do ask that you kindly wait until 10 minutes have passed before you click on Send a New Code. I have copied the verification code from my email. I will paste it in here, and I will click on Verify Code. We can now see that my email address has been verified, and I can now continue with creating an account. I will then enter the password of my choice, followed by my first name, my last name, and then I will need to click on the box that says I agree to the terms and conditions, and then I can create an account. I have already created an account, so I will move on to that page and we can see what it looks like. Once you have signed up or signed in, you'll be redirected to this main dashboard page where you can see updates, but then overall metrics. But in order to submit an application, you will need to go to this Access page. By clicking on Access, you will see a list of all the certifications and facilities that you manage. Here you can see the various list of test facilities that I have created. To add a facility, you will need to click on New Facility. Here you will then be prompted to choose either Previously Certified or First-Time Certification. If your facility has previously certified, you will need to provide your GSA number for that facility and a separate verification code. This verification code will be provided to you by your certification specialist and is not the same code as the one that you used when creating your Prism account. For the webinar, we will be going for first-time certification. After clicking first-time certification, you will click Add Facility. This will then open up a new window where you'll be prompted to enter in information relative to the facility. I have already done this on this web page, so I will show you what it looks like when it's all filled out. Here we can see the facility details I have already entered, such as the facility name, any license numbers that are associated with the facility, the type of the facility, as well as the facility email. You also can enter in the website if you have one. We click on Next. We will then enter in information relative to the facility's location. So here I've put the complete address, uploaded facility address documentation, provided the GPS coordinates, and confirmed that the location on the map is correct. Once I click Next, I will then provide information about the facility layout in square meters. I was then prompted to upload a facility map that includes information about the production area, mechanical area, warehouse, office, and any location of effluent sampling stations. Next, I was prompted to enter any information about the facility billing. So this information will copy over from the details section, but if your billing information is different, you can change it. You can also opt in to have an additional email be included on any invoice-related matters. Lastly, I will then be asked to review all the information that I have previously filled out, and then also choose which markets motivate me to get BAP certified. Once I have done all of this, I will click Add Facility. Once I have added a facility, I'll be redirected to the facility's individual dashboard, where you can see we can start an application. We can also see that after this facility is certified, we'll see the list of the certifications associated with this facility. Here, we're going to click Start an Application. Similar to setting up the account, I have already done this in a separate window. The application process is very similar to the past, where you have specific questions that you have to answer related to the facility and are broken down based in sections. So the first one, we will choose the standard that is associated with our plant. Currently, we only have SPS 6.0, so that one is the only thing we can choose. We then agree to the certification agreement, which if you click here, you can also view it and download it. Clicking Next, we then add the product statement for these facilities, including all the species that your facility processes. Once you've added all of the species by clicking Species Plus, you will then click Species Completed. You will then click Next, and you will answer process-specific questions related to your facility. You can see here that I have filled all of these out. By completing these questions and clicking Next, it will tell me which modules are applicable to my facility. In this case, it is Core, Product Identity Preservation, Effluent Discharge, and Social Responsibility. Clicking Next, I will then be prompted to enter in additional audit information, such as day of contact information, other certifications my facility holds, our preferred CB, and the facility layout information is pulled over from the facility account. Clicking Next, I will be given the option to enter additional audit instructions, such as whether my plant has seasonal production or not, or any special instructions the auditor may need to know. Next, I will enter workforce details such as the total number of employees, whether we lease or source any workers, whether we provide any on-site housing, and whether we perform second or third shifts. Lastly, we'll be given the opportunity to review all of the information that we have just entered. In reviewing the information, if there's anything that you see that is incorrect, you can simply click the back button to go back to that section. If we find that all the information that we have entered is correct and is accurate, we will click Submit. It'll say, are we sure we want to submit? And we will click Yes. We will click Submit in this case. It is saying that our application is being processed and that it has been successfully submitted. Here you can now see that we have an application that is in review. And then once it's been reviewed and it is with the auditor, we will then see progress in the audit bar, and then after that in the certification. If you have any questions on how to set up your account or the application, please feel free to reach out to your certification specialist or your market development representative for some help. In addition to the use of Prism, SPS 6.0 is introducing the Audit Duration Calculator. The Audit Duration Calculator, or ADC for short, is a new tool that is used to calculate the audit duration for a facility based on modules selected, facility demographics, and various other factors. The ADC will need to be completed as part of the certification process and will be made available to you via your initiation emails or the certification landing page. You will be required to complete and return the ADC to your certification specialist within a month of the initiation email. We do understand that this is a new part of the certification process, so please email your specialist or your market development representative with any questions you may have. Now, I will quickly demonstrate where to find the audit duration calculator and how to fill it out. To find the audit duration calculator, you will need to go to bapcertification.org and click on Certification-Prism. If you scroll down on this page, you will see within the Prism section the opportunity to click on Seafood Processing Standard Issue 6.0 Audit Duration Calculator. Clicking on this will open a new tab where you can download the audit duration calculator. I have already downloaded the calculator and filled it out, so I will now pull it into the presentation so you can see. Here is an example of what the audit duration calculator looks like when it has been completed. The audit duration calculator is broken down into 4 tabs: facility details, finished product testing, outsourcing, and duration calculator. You will be required to fill out each of these tabs in order for the calculator to be considered completed. In the facility details, you just enter your GSA number, your facility name, and the address of the processing plant. In finished product testing, you will answer these 5 questions that will determine whether your plant needs to do the finished product testing module or not. The outsourcing tab will have questions just simply related to outsourcing, and again will determine whether you need to include the outsourcing module in your audit. The last tab of the calculator includes multiple questions related to modules, facility details, food safety details, social related questions, certification, outsourcing, pre-processing, and supplier addendums. Once you have filled out all the questions on the Duration Calculator tab, you will then see at the top the estimated number of days for your SPS audit. Here you can see that based on the questions that I've answered, it is expected that my audit will take 3 days. Please note that if you opt into the Enhanced Social module, you will also see additional days and hours for the ESM auditor that will also need to attend the audit. Again, we understand that this is a new process to certification, so if you have any questions or concerns about this, please do email your specialist or market development representative.